welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. And welcome to this May edition of my small space gardening collaboration videos. So in this video I want to reacquaint you with the plot, which is a 15 feet by 15 feet plot within my garden, and show you, how things are coming on. Since the last video I have planted some things and I have removed some things, so let me update you on that, and hopefully you'll get a flavour for what's possible in this size of plot if you have got this sort of area to grow in yourselves. Okay, let's have a look in the Brassica Cage. You can see the shallots are splitting, the little row of shallots bistro that I've got in here. This is rather small, but the others look okay. And then I've got 4 Romanesco cauliflowers, and they're starting to look nice. And then there's a row of red onions in there, which are getting a bit crowded out, but we'll keep them going for a while. And then this next row, the intention was to have 3 Brussels sprouts, but I think I had a bit of a disaster, and I dropped I dropped my seedlings and the labels went awry. So I actually think I've got, where am I now? I think I've got a Brussels sprout here, and I think that might be, the other 2 might actually be Swede, but we'll see. And then I've got 3, what are these, Calabrese, and 3 purple sprouting broccoli. But I've sort of been invaded in this bed by mint, as you can see. It smells great, but yeah, we don't want this here. There was mint in this plot before I created the beds on it, and I've obviously not done a very good job of keeping this out, because it does get everywhere. It smells fantastic though. Oh, there's more. Oh, let's step in this bed a bit. Oofed. It'll keep coming up, I'm sure. I'll just keep pulling it out. There's a bit there at the side too. And here. Everywhere, in fact. Ugh. Right. That's a good bunch. So I can actually use that for tea. Right, so, oh, there's some over at the other side as well. But overall, Brassica bed, tick, I'm quite happy with it. But let's get it closed back up before anything gets in. So, oh, I'm dropping it everywhere. Nice little bunch of mint. Okay, here we are in the middle bed in the growing area, and you can see that the red vein spinach is coming on strong. I've had to just nip out some potential flower stalks, but there's some pickings to be had there, absolutely, and plenty more to come. Then we've got beetroot, which is, yeah, it's coming on slowly, but that's fine. And then this purple topped turnip. Now it's probably because there's too many in here, but I am, and also the warm weather, I am getting some bolting happening here, but there's plenty in here, so I'll just keep pulling out the bolted ones and hope that they settle down. Then we have some Swede, best of all I think it's called, and I can just see there's something growing in there. Is that a bramble or a raspberry? Oh, excuse the girls. Someone wants to go in and lay. So I'll get that. Then we've got some more turnip, which is fine. Then we've got some, I keep forgetting his name. Oh God. You know what it is. I can't remember what it's called. It'll come back to me. Anyway, it's doing fine. And then we have some chard, which is slow, but it's there. So hopefully it will come on. I'm really pleased with the parsnips. You can see they're coming along nicely. And this little cloche protection thing is doing the trick in keeping the birds out and keeping the cat off. Of course, that's not going to be harvested till the end of the year, more or less. And then we have some dwarf French beans, and not much happening, but looking nice and healthy. And I've got another pot over here. There we go. And behind it is this lupin. Ah, looky looky! So we've got a flower in the offing there, and another one there, and another one there. So yeah, excellent. The bellis underneath is just dying back, but that's okay. But I think this lupin is going to look splendid. Now in the pea bed, the peas are growing okay. I wouldn't say they're growing spectacularly fast, and in fact, if I look over there, these ones were planted out maybe a week or two after these ones, and they seem to be doing a bit better, but they're growing. I popped in some lettuce just to fill the spaces, and I think today we're going to take out these radish. The radish is not doing well now because of this hot weather we're getting, and if I pull this out, it's not really been growing very well. So this is a bit, I mean, radish is so easy to grow as well, but this is not growing very well for me at all. But I will throw this into the chickens and the quail, and they will pick away at the leaves. And these have bolted, as you can see there. I have left them too long. Eek. Oh well, radish fail. Been munched. Took my eye off the ball. I could have harvested a few of those a bit earlier. There. Okay, so that's given me a little bit at the front of this bed to put something in, which is good. I like having some space. I do have some more lettuce, but I don't know, I'll have a think about what else I put in the front there. So, lettuce and peas. I need to do a bit of weeding at the end there. Next to the pea bed, this was a pot of daffodils, which are finished now. So I've replaced them, or the daffodil bulbs are still in here, and I've popped some zinnia out on top. So I'm hoping this will look rather spectacular when they grow up and flower. And of course, having flowers in your garden when you're growing fruit and veg is great, because it brings in, or they bring in, pollinators, as well as them looking lovely. And in the strawberry bed, we're starting to get little strawberries. I've popped in some marigolds and dotted them around, but they are getting eaten by slugs and snails, but that's sort of one of the reasons they're in here, because they can be a bit sacrificial. The other reason is, again, they will attract beneficial insects if they live long enough to do so. And the borage is still here. It's been nibbled a little bit, but the 3 borage plants there should pick up, and the borage flowers again will attract beneficial insects to the strawberry patch. And then just looking behind the strawberry patch, I've now got 3 buckets of marigolds, and in between a couple of pots of zinnias. So again, having some nice flowers there. Picturesque and attract pollinators. And then just looking over, I've popped in some musselburgh leeks into this tub. So I just did that yesterday, transplanted them in, and hopefully they will grow quite well here. Maybe not huge, but I'm hoping that they'll like this environment and continue to grow well. And then another flower I've popped out here, this is Dahlia Franz Kafka. I can't remember the colour of that, but we'll see when she flowers. Yeah, so I've just transplanted her out and into this pot. And the rhubarb that was a little bit sad, I think, the last time in the last video, it had an early spurt, some harvest, and then was chilling. Well, now it's back to its former glory, and I'll be harvesting again from it. And that's us.
And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
I hope you enjoyed that look around my small space garden. I'd love to hear what you think, and I'd love to hear how you're getting on in your gardens this year. And when I say gardens, it might not be a garden, because this is all about small space gardening. So it may be a patio, it may be a raised bed, a vegetable trug, a window box, or whatever. So let me know how you're getting on and what your successes and failures have been so far. I'll call a halt now though, but if you've liked this video, could you please give me a thumbs up? And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love if you would consider subscribing to the channel and click that bell so that you get updated anytime I post new videos. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye for now.